Okay. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I haven't had too much of a chance to modify the setup from yesterday, so we're running it like it was the second half, which seemed to run so much smoother. So yeah, that kind of gives me some limited options as far as interacting with the chat, adding my own chat in there, but I can see everything going on. So if you're there and you're watching, type something or send some messages. And fingers crossed we will not run into any technical difficulties like we did yesterday. Yeah. So once again, if this is your first time jumping in to watch, my name is Kyle. This is Quarters Without Borders. This is a channel where essentially I play games and raise money for charity. So kind of a play off the concept of Doctors Without Borders. We're playing video games on the hardest available difficulty, and every time I die and have to reset, I have to add a quarter to the bucket. Yesterday, for those of you that had a chance to check that one out, was quite difficult. So we raised another $6.75 yesterday alone. So that came out to I think 37 retries, 37 deaths. But we learned and we got through it. So if you haven't seen that, you can check it out. If you're fast enough, it should still be up on this Twitch page. But if not, it will be going up on YouTube tonight as of 7 p.m. That's the plan. Without further ado, we're going to dive right back into it. We are currently playing, as you can see on your screen, The Last of Us 2. It just came out last Friday. We're only probably about 5 hours into it so far, so we're still toward the beginning. And we just had something very, very interesting happen at the end of yesterday's broadcast. And we're kind of jumping back into the shoes of Ellie as she kind of wanders up on this mansion in the middle of a blizzard. And I have a feeling Joel's not doing too well, so we're going to dive in there and see how it goes. And, hopefully bring some of the combat prowess we gained from yesterday. Alright, let it load up, and as always, I want to encourage questions and comments and, suggestions, anything like that, throw it in the chat. I can see it in real time, and I can address stuff, and, it kind of gives me an idea of what you would like to see, what you'd like to see more of, and maybe what isn't working so well. So, here we go. Ba 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 ba. Ba da da. Back to our main menu. The Chalet. And I gotta comment at least one more time. I really dig this loading screen. It's subtle, it's simple, but has enough interesting things going on. I don't know, it's the little touches like that that really make this game stand out. It's the polish. Okay, we have just picked back up with Ellie. We have no med packs, but we do have an empty bottle, apparently. I should have a Molotov. A hunting rifle and the pistol. I can feel it setting in already.
Come on.
It's about to be intense.
Please be okay.
Do I follow the ravine? Or do I jump over it? Almost didn't make that, but okay.
Joel! Tommy!
Ooh, is that a zombie down there? I think that's actually the main drag that we were running in on the horses last time when we went to the main gates. So you might actually get to see some of the casualties from that chase. Oh yeah. I did make a small adjustment, and I definitely would be interested in feedback on it. So reviewing some of the footage from yesterday's stream, I noticed, especially during the action part where we were fighting like the endless wave of zombies, I think the game audio was just turned up a little too loud and kind of droning out the commentary. So I did a slight setting adjustment today, so hopefully it's a little bit more balanced. But if maybe I turned it down too low, I'm not sure. So while it's happening, if you have any feedback or comments, let me know. Still tweaking things. This is still just stream number 3.
Joel!
Oh man, I cannot imagine what's going to go through her mind when she finds out what happened. I have a feeling Joel is not alive anymore. See if we can take the high road. It looks like we're gonna end up sneaking around to like the backside. I'm gonna make a small mic adjustment. There we go. I think that should work just a little bit better. Let's see, where was I? Okay, we're like flanking the building here.
You're okay.
It seems the zombie army has decided to move on. Now that doesn't look very secure. That is a very reflective piece of vegetation. It's like glowing. Huh. It's odd. Alright. It's another shimmy option. Yep.
There it is.
Got a hot tub. Based on how things
Joel?
have been going, I mean, I wouldn't be
Tommy?
surprised for her to go on like a killing spree. Huh, so she'll keep the gun up down the sights when I'm far from the rail, but as I get closer to the railing, she lowers it as if she can't aim over it, which is quite interesting. I was kind of hoping to use the barrel to actually push the snow around. Can we see what's going on in the window? Nope, but we do get a pretty baked reflection here. You don't have a live reflection with her, but you can see this little propane heater and the table and things. I like how she brings the handgun in closer to her body as she gets closer to the window. That's a pretty neat little touch. Once again, just kind of I've seen it a lot in excuse me. I've seen it a lot in, you know, Naughty Dog specific titles. Ooh, the door's open. Like their animation system does a very good job kind of working contextually with the geometry of the level. Alright, here we go. breach. I wonder why I left this room open. I will help myself. Uh-oh.
Where's that coming from?
Very interesting, well, maybe he's still alive. Man. Let's crouch. If we listen... No, we can't... Oh! Below us. We have some people below us. Pool table.
Joel.
Wow, this is a really big place. A little quieter, walk a little quieter.
Shit.
Well, she knows there's people here. Question is, where is it? Oh, they're in the basement. There's a basement somehow. We're gonna keep creeping our way through the mansion here. The feeling it's gonna be set up where there's like nobody in the actual mansion. Ooh. Now I hear voices. And they probably don't react to my flashlight. Okay, we got a door. What we're about to find behind this door is going to change Ellie forever. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. He's still alive. Whoa.
Pin her down!
Get off me!
Get her hand!
Get the fuck off me!
You got her! Look, you got her! Okay?
Cut his face.
You're gonna fucking die!
What's going on?
Let him go!
Who is that?
Let him
She
go!
snuck in.
Why aren't you posted up outside?
Who did you think anyone was gonna show up?
What the hell did you expect? We gotta get out of here before the whole town's on top of us.
Oh, this is a revenge mission.
You want what I want, right?
End it. Now.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking kill you.
They're totally debating on what to do with her. She gonna get a look at her face? There we go. Ooh. And I mean, Ellie has no idea. She has no idea what's going on.
Ellie. I'm sorry.
Man, like,
Jesse! They're down here!
I wonder if Tommy's alive. I think he's just unconscious. But, oh my gosh. Like, just to watch him murder in front of you like that. Yeah, absolutely. Revenge game it is. Like, you can... I got goosebumps right now. But, like, wow. You can, like, feel the rage bubbling up in her. This is just like... I made a comment about this, actually, talking with a friend yesterday, and it's like an eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind kind of a thing. Yeah, Joel made a bad call in the first game, but now the revenge on him was a bit extreme, and now she's going to be upset, and she's going to go on revenge, and it's just never going to end. Okay, so Tommy's okay. Ooh, I wonder if he's going to tell her.
Hey.
Like, why it happened.
Hey.
Man, this is getting
Sit
deep.
down, please.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got away.
Maria
This is
wants to
gonna be
make
like-
sure you're eating.
This is going to be like pursuing them.
She can't stop us.
To have the guys that we would need to do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, but that's what's happening.
Well, they got away.
What if we get hit by hunters again?
Is this you talking or is this her?
It's a valid point.
If it were you or me, Joel would be halfway to Seattle already.
No, he wouldn't.
He absolutely fucking would be.
Well, we don't even know for certain that they're from Seattle.
Washington Liberation Front. That's what you said was on those patches.
What if they
Oh,
stole
okay.
those jackets?
That's...
What if the WLF move?
What are you doing? You know what? I'm leaving tomorrow. And if you want to come with me, great.
You have no idea what you're walking into. You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care. You can't talk me out of this.
Tell her.
Give me a day to talk to Maria. Okay? There's got to be some folks you can spare.
And if she won't budge?
Well, I'll figure something out. One day. Please.
Like, I know he means a lot to her, but that's his brother. Man, I can't imagine what it'd be like to like watch somebody get like murdered in front of you.
I want to stop at his house before we leave. We just have to pick something up. Okay.
I wonder if they waited the day or not. Can I go out there? Can I see his... Oh, it's right there. Alright. Go visit the house.
I couldn't get to the horses. Looks like Tommy took one. Now Maria's got the stables locked down.
Okay. Just like Tommy's going with him.
Fucking Tommy.
Oh, maybe not.
We'll figure something else out on the way. A car or a horse or something.
Okay.
It's just the two of them?
This makes getting to Seattle a lot harder.
Tommy took a horse, like,
Then it's gonna be harder.
to go with them or what?
You can still change your mind, you know?
I know.
I just don't want you to feel like you have to.
Ellie. You go. I go. End of story.
Oh, this revenge mission is going to get Dina killed. Like, I don't know. I feel like I just have a feeling Dina's not going to make it. And it's only going to make things worse.
I hid it by the east gates. I figured we'd want to slip out that way.
I'm surprised there's nobody like... Surprised there's nobody like assigned to watch her, considering how close she was to Joel and witnessing all of it and knowing that she has a propensity to do things irrationally, so... Whew. Yep, this is definitely his place. Wow. Oh, there's a rabbit. That's a really big rabbit. Oh, there it goes. That's a really big envelope. Absolutely. I feel like, I don't know, I was just reading this about like science fiction literature and films and things, and it was an interesting concept because if you think of the purpose of science fiction, and granted this is more like apocalyptic, I don't know where this would fall on that spectrum, but science fiction as a genre, it's not about telling these fantastic stories about technology and the future and science. It's about using that as a vehicle to explore the inner workings of humans, of people. So any good science fiction film or book or game, while it might have a setting that is perhaps in the future or, you know, advanced, the heart of it is about, I don't know, the internal conflict or the inner relations between different people. It's kind of the same thing here. Yeah, we're in a post-apocalyptic setting, but at its base, it's, I mean, this is a revenge story. So it's just an interesting way of thinking of it, you know? The stories are still, it's about people. and you know how you can relate to them.
What do you need? I can go get it.
I want to do it.
Okay.
I'm okay. Come on.
I'll hang out down here.
Thanks.
So I wonder where this house came from. Like feel like there was a town that we saw before, but then there was kind of like this like the actual village they lived in was kind of like a shanty town. It looked like it was been cobbled together out of like random material, but this is like a legitimate house. To Joel from Ellie. And he had it on his mantelpiece. Huh.
Dino-Nicus. That was a good day.
Ooh, actually, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna have to pause this. We are back. Sorry about the quick pause. Had to make sure everything's okay out there. Are we back? Are we good? Is everybody still out there? Dionicus, terrible claw. Huh. It's interesting, this is literally an entire book, but if you go to read it, the only text they decided to transcribe was Giants of the Past, the title, and Dionicus. Is it a raptor? I don't actually, I mean, she refers to it as if this was a reference to the first game, but I don't actually remember this from the first game, so I don't know. I'm sure someone can remind me on that. Is everything back up and running? Is everything still good? Awesome. I will say, it's pretty awesome that we haven't had any technical difficulties so far. So the setup I had previously, I was trying to use yesterday, was I got the monitor that I'm running the PlayStation on. This is actually being captured from a PlayStation 4 Pro. So I'm running that on like a 1440p monitor today. And then I have a separate 1080p monitor that's set up for the computer that's running the capture software. But I need a third screen, I need a third channel so I can tune into the actual stream, I guess you could say, because I want to. Don't jinx it. Fair enough. Fair enough. But so I can tune into the stream and I could chat and those kind of things. So I was doing it on my laptop as like a third piece, but I don't know if maybe the laptop was just drawing too much bandwidth. It doesn't make sense, but things smoothed out once I turned the laptop off and went to streaming it from my phone. The only thing with the phone is I guess I should download the app. But until I do that, I can't chat and I can't see the analytics and things like that in real time. It's a nice mug. It's a really big mug. Oh, she's drawing it. She's drawing the owl that was on it. Not bad. Oh, actually, it looks like she has other journal entries going on. Yeah. So where did we leave off? I think it was the feel my thaw, test my thaw part. Was Eugene in touch with other Fireflies? Did he hear about me and Joel? No, he would have said something. So I have a feeling, if Abby and Owen, if they are part of the Fireflies, maybe Eugene was secretly a spy. Maybe he knew about Joel. That's why he had that secret hideout. And he let them know where they were hiding. That's how they knew where to find them. Oh man, that'd be terrible. And then it looks like she wrote some more poetry. My mouth tastes like iron. Wounds break open as I sing. You were the soft twang of nylon, a smell of wood oil, fret full. Guitar strings with iron sound brighter. They mistook your resonance and left me with rust. All I have is our last conversation, looping like a chord progression. Harmonies in blood. That's some really heavy stuff. WLF, Washington Liberation Front. Who are they? And Tommy said her name was Abby. Interesting. Have I missed anything else? I don't think so. So yeah, I'm running on the phone again today, and it so far hasn't had any, fingers crossed, right? It hasn't had any issues. But I have to see if I can switch it back, because I would like to be able to engage in the chat and things like that. Is it just me, or is all or his appliance, well, maybe not his fridge, but this meat grinder thing and his stove, are they all copper colored? That's a really neat scheme. It kind of rusticy, but it looks really nice. That'll be maybe that's the new trend, right? It was stainless steel for a while, then it was black, or it was black appliances first and then stainless steel. Maybe the new thing will be kind of this burnished copper or bronze. Just exploring this old house. He's got some really nice paintings and artwork. Wow, I like that one. It could be like an old western, or it could be two people fighting off a horde of zombies. Man, Joel had a nice house. Joel and Tommy. He was really into his western. Lots of pictures. Wow, guitars. Now this is a room I need to have. I take it the one that's missing is the one he gave Ellie. Whew, look at the guard on this one. Can we see what music he was playing? I cannot. Oh, he was building a guitar. That is so cool. So he's building an acoustic guitar. I don't know if this is still a thing or not, so for my senior project in high school, I built an electric guitar, which is back there somewhere. I'll have to pull it out. But the original plan was an acoustic guitar, and I was like, there's just too much science behind what is happening here. The skill of a true luthier I believe is what they're called. That, you know, someone that makes guitars. But wow, to craft one from wood and have it sound good, that takes some skill. Wow, did he carve this? That's awesome. He was skilled. Got some photos for reference. Like, that's pretty incredible. Ooh, he has a gun safe, which honestly was probably emptied out once he passed away. Because, you know, zombie apocalypse. Interesting. All the promises at sundown, I meant them like the rest. That's what she added when I saw the guitar. Ah, because he promised to teach her. And he was going to come over, I guess, the next day to teach her a lesson. I can't remember if that was before the flash, the fast forward for 4 years or not. Shoot. That was only a few days ago. I'll have to go back in and double check that. Because maybe he never got a teacher. Dude needs to clean his shower a little bit better. For how nice the rest of this place is. And no mirror in the bathroom. Very interesting. That room does not match the rest of the house. Like, from a tone perspective. Oh man, is that like his jacket from the first game? I bet she could take it. I mean, the jacket she's wearing right now looks like it's a little too big for her anyways. Like, wonder what they're gonna do with all this stuff. Like, do you just, like, divide it up communally for the rest of the survivors? Ah, now this is probably the bathroom he uses. That makes sense. Maybe that first bathroom... What is that? Maybe his first bathroom was just left over from the house and you didn't want to do anything with it. I can't tell what that is. It's like, roots or something. Which should be very odd to just have in your bathroom. Little space heater. A shower that's equally as dirty. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Like, maybe there's, like, next to no water pressure. So this lets him just trickle water from the first one into that bucket, which then runs down to a second shower head. But, I mean, that's like Ellie height. That'd be very, very inconvenient. As a tall person, most shower heads are nowhere near convenient to use. So that'd be horrible. I'm not really sure what that is, though. Unless it's like a filtration system or something, considering it's after the apocalypse. Whoa, okay, this is a callback. This is a photo of, like, Joel's actual daughter. Before all of this broke out. Even the first game. Like, spoilers, okay? If you don't want to know the spoilers for the first game, though this happens at the very, very beginning of it, you know, mute. Put your stream on mute for the next 30 seconds. You've been warned. So, that's his biological daughter, but she dies, like, in the opening act of the first game. And that kind of leads to the whole psychology of him kind of surrogate fathering Ellie. Now there's somebody on a horse. That is a nice little touch. Just kind of patrolling the town. Wow, he's got just a lot of guitars laying around. Vinyl. Axel Diggs. We got a box, shoebox. busted watch. I mean, come on, even if you're going on revenge, you should take some sort of memento with you. Because the odds are you're not coming back from this. And his revolver. I was admiring this thing in that last battle. Whew. That's quite the piece. And I think just a strip of denim, perhaps? There's no way that's a pair of jeans.
Everything okay?
I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah. Why is she sitting at the dining room table? Oh no.
Maria, I'm headed to Seattle. I wish I could let it go, but I can't. I have to bring these people to justice. Ellie's gonna try to come after me, but stop her. Take her guns, lock up the horses, maybe lock her up.
Oh no. Tommy, dude.
Buy me some time so I can end this. Love you always, Tommy. He's gonna get himself killed.
He should have taken me with him. You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
I wish I could.
You gonna try to lock me up?
I'd prefer that you stay.
That's not gonna fucking
I
happen.
prefer that you stay, but I know you better. You going with her?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna sneak out of here?
Yeah.
On foot?
Yeah.
Give him some horses. Come on. You know you want to.
I told the stable to let you out with your horse.
See?
Grab some ammo, too.
Thank you, Maria.
Just, do me a favor and bring my dumbass husband home in one piece, please.
Now, I did not know that was his wife.
Of course.
So she has a vested interest in this.
Get going, you're losing light.
You see that light catching on her iris? That was a nice touch. Just kind of, it caught that inner edge. You could really kind of create that depth to it. Subtle. Okay, we're in Seattle, apparently. Day 1.
This hunter was on top of him, drowning him, and Joel couldn't get to his gun.
Jeez. Were you scared?
Well, I didn't even think. I just
Okay, 1 horse. We can do that. Question
Ran
is
in there,
it
grabbed his
Shimmer
gun, and
or is it Japan?
shot the guy in the face.
How old were you?
14. How old were you when you first killed someone?
You talking infected?
No,
Nope,
fully
real person.
conscious, non-fungal person.
10?
Wow.
What happened?
Yeah, my words
Guy was
exactly.
coming
Ellie.
at my mom. I stabbed him.
Shit. You
Look
got
at
me
those
beat.
needles on
Yeah,
those
I'm a real
trees.
badass.
The lighting
So
here is
how lost are we?
fantastic.
We're not.
Uh-huh.
Hey, have a little faith.
I like how we're already in Seattle,
What
though.
about those crazy cannibals you said you and Joel ran into? They came after you guys once. Maybe these WLFs are connected to them.
No. It didn't seem like the same group.
Maybe those black market smugglers back in Boston?
Do you not? Joel crossed a lot of people. I don't see the point in guessing.
Okay.
At least until we find out more information.
I mean, this is a very well put together. Just to talk about it from a technical perspective for a minute, I'm very impressed with this forest that we're currently in. For the one concept of, I guess, density. So normally in woods, in games, there's a lot of space. I mean, you have your trees, but you want to design it so your characters can move through it comfortably, and it's just resource intensive. This actually feels like I'm looking more or less at an actual forest. It's incredibly dense. Yes, you can fairly clearly see the way that you want to go forward, this path. The way they have the lighting set up and everything. So yeah, of course I'm going to go that way. But it doesn't feel like I couldn't go that way if I wanted to, or go that way. Now, I'm sure I can't. I'm sure there's an invisible wall stopping me, and the geometry just won't allow traversal that way. But visually, with the, like, I guess you call it the design language, they've done a very impressive job with creating a very believable natural forest, and just the density of the foliage, I think that's the word. Like, wow, from a technical perspective, this is very impressive. Under the branch, into the clearing. Like, granted, I haven't played a lot of games, modern games, lately. This is, I mean, it's brand new, but this is probably the most recent game I've played of the last year. And this, hands down, is probably the best realized vision of a, deciduous forest that I've ever seen. Very impressive. Very impressive. Under another tree branch. They're really cool ferns. I like how they react with the horses that travels through. See, but it's more or less a trail. Like, it's this one little clearing. And we got a drop here, which exists solely for the fact of preventing us from going backwards. So that area can offload, I don't know, resources most likely, and it can devote it to the next area. So you still have these common, things. I wouldn't call them tropes, but these mechanics you see in all games. But they're implemented here very seamlessly into the world. See, now we have some true, I guess, diversion. Let's go this way. It's probably a parallel path that'll converge up ahead. But it's still fun to pull a Robert Frost here and take the road less traveled.
Ellie, cars.
Yeah, I'm getting
Cars.
close.
Oh.
Start keeping an eye out.
Got it.
Let's do what we probably shouldn't do and go straight out into the open where the cars are at. Now this looks like it used to actually be a road. At one point. I mean, man, this is really overgrown, but... It's not even a tree, it's a street light. Or a stoplight? Wow. That's actually really neat. The fact that this used to be a road, which I feel like I should go that way, but the road would very clearly go this way. Well, I guess there's a truck in a dead end, so we are going to go that way. Huh. Ooh,
go.
lots of road.
Guess I was wrong. Turns out you do know where you're going.
An overpass. I thought there was some weird, like, roof kind of thing going on. It's an overpass. Wow. I mean, this reminds me of, like, the opening scene of I Am Legend, where Will Smith gets out, like, in Times Square, and he's hunting that mountain lion or whatever. Or he's hunting a deer, and there's a mountain lion that scares it away. But, like, everything's overgrown with grass. You have all the cars. Like, cool. Very, very cool. Well, let's go check this, the sign and see which way we should be going. Everybody seems to be running away from the city, so the city's probably that way, I would imagine. Oh, apparently not. Seattle is that way, so I guess the high-rise skyscraper would give that away. Out of curiosity. Ah, you can't actually go very far. You Move, the company that took over U-Haul, apparently. Highway out. Classic. Well, let's follow kind of Route 5 here. I guess I-5, and see where it takes us. General Plumbing. I was trying to read what that sign said earlier. Lots of campers. I feel like this would be an ideal place to have an ambush. Like you're on a highway. Got some barbed wire up here. Let's check out what this little outpost is.
Stay with Shimmer.
Yeah.
Shimmer is the horse. Although it is branded with a J, so I don't know. I would assume the horse that's branded with a J would be Japan. But maybe not. Let's see if we can get any supplies from in this construction building. Oh, come on. Where is Joel's, like, magnum revolver here? Ooh, I did. I kept Joel's watch. I did not know that. And I kept Eugene's Firefly pendant. This will probably come in handy later, I bet. Interesting. And we have a new piece of poetry by Ellie. Whoa, we actually have a lot that she wrote. My thought was Joel, since brands were normal, the name of the ranch or owner. Hang on, what do you mean? Your thought was Joel? Referring. So I went through like a lot of things really quickly. What part were you referring to? Oh, quit putting the book away. I want to read that. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. The brand being a J. And it would make sense that Ellie would be riding his horse. So, I mean, that makes... Never would have thought of that. Interesting. Okay, so this is a little ledger of their travels so far. Idaho Falls. Dina caught 3 jackrabbits tonight. She has these traps her sister taught her how to build. They're effing effective. My appetite hasn't come back yet, trying to force food down. Then they make it to Twin Falls. Found a camp along the main highway. If it was Tommy's, he's probably only a day or so ahead of us. We're getting close to Boise. Dina's pushing to go around. I don't want to add 2 days to this trip. Ooh, some interesting stuff. These hunters tried to ambush us. They didn't stand a chance against us. We were scavenging for supplies, and I was looking at Dina. I felt a deep appreciation for her coming along. I really love her. And then Baker City. We saw a pack of wild horses today. They were skittish. Then Dina offered them some of the fruit we collected. They ended up following us for a bit. Wish I had a camera. I've never seen her smile so wide. For like half a day, I wasn't thinking about the WLF or Joel. Feeling guilty about that now. Feeling guilty? You shouldn't feel guilty about that. And I'm struggling to sleep. Keep seeing him with his head. Oh man, the head with the golf club. Dina seems to be sick. Think she caught a cold. I feel calmer with her lying next to me. I want to do something nice for her. And then a place called Yakima, I assume, found another camp along the highway. Can't be sure it was Tommy, but we haven't seen other people in 2 weeks, so fingers crossed. Okay, so that kind of catches us up to speed with what's been going on. I still say, where is that heavy-duty pistol, though? Because as far as I think, I don't think I actually took that. I mean, oh no, it's in her back pocket. When you take the backpack off, you can see it for a brief second tucked under her waistband. Like, you can see the handle of it right there between her elbow and the backpack. Nope, that apparently is this gun. Huh. Well, never mind. I don't know what she did with Joel's revolver. But that sure would be nice to have. Nice. Bottle of alcohol. Better living. And I don't know what that is. Ooh, we got a map. That will be useful. Welcome to Seattle. We're coming up I-5. What's that? Like 99, I think? There's 5. So 5 runs basically north to south through the city. I'm not sure which direction we're coming from. I would assume we're coming from the south. So if we come by Soundview Stadium and then a hospital, there's even botanical gardens. I mean, there's a good chance that this is going to roughly outline the rest of the game. Because I mean, the conference center, the Pinnacle Theater, news station. I mean, there's even this stuff over here we could deviate to. I think that's called the Sky Needle, is what it's called. That'd be really cool to visit. Ooh, and there we go, downtown. We even have roads and how we get off of I-5. Cool, that is worth keeping. That was definitely a stop worth making.
Anything good in there?
Found an old tourist map.
Well, that's something.
Yes, it is. Really quick, anything around the corner here? Don't think so. Let's get back on the roads, keep moving. Mankey. Well, we have a little collapsed part of the road. Oof. Yeah, that stream. Well, let's keep going. Up the other side. It's deeper than I thought.
Sure seems quiet. Yeah. Think about how well we hide our lookouts.
I know.
That's exactly what I was
That's
thinking.
what scares me.
You would think, so the Fireflies have to know you're coming. Like, assuming they're Fireflies, right? Abby and Owen. But they traveled across the country for revenge. You would think they would be on the assumption that you would do the same. Especially since they left her alive. Which was a very interesting moment of mercy. But she is. She's going to exact her revenge, and then she'll probably leave somebody alive, and then that person will exact their revenge, and it'll be a never-ending cycle. Whoa, 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 what do we got here? Okay. Just going around, see if it'll loop up the other side. We can get back on the highway. Man, I just got some, like, almost volumetric fog kind of going on in the distance there. With the what they call God rays, those light rays, or crepuscular rays, I believe, coming through these trees. I mean, that is fantastic. Just soaking it in. Just soaking it in. Do they know she's immune? So last time she told Dina that she's immune, but I don't think Dina believed her. And the Fireflies, I don't know, because I don't remember Abby and Owen specifically from the last game. Now, they could have been part of that research facility that Joel, like, murdered his way through. So there's a good chance... I really don't know. That's a good question to ask, if they know she's immune or not. Because, at the very least, they just want revenge because... well, Joel murdered their way through the hospital. But maybe they don't have enough information to even know whether, like, why he did it. They just want revenge because he killed a bunch of people.
Whoa. Is that the QZ?
Yep. Watch the high spots.
The quarantine zone. WLF. Trespassers killed on site. Some sort of fence. So yeah, whether they know she's immune or not, that's a good question. I'm going to assume based upon... I don't know, they left her alive, so maybe that was on purpose. But, I don't know, that's a really good question. It will be interesting to find out how things go down when she learns why they came to kill Joel. And if that changes... you know, her opinion of things.
WLF. Trespassers killed on sight. That's friendly. At least we know we're in the right place.
Where is everyone?
They put up this sign. Means there's gotta be a way in.
You have some dead soldiers. Fedra. Not sure what Fedra is supposed to be. Federal.
Looks like there's some cracks up there. In the wall, up above.
Journal entry. How many of you are there? How many people have you killed? She doesn't know the full truth.
You see it?
Yeah. Not sure how we get up there, though.
Oh, that opening over there? I feel like for how far up that is, that's really not any... like, if we can get up there, it's not that much of a stretch to say, let's go from there to there. Like, why can't we just scale that, you know? I mean, that might be promising if we can go up, across, and then, like, Nathan Drake jump our way over to that and get in. Where'd my horse go? Like, for reals. Like, it had me dismount, which I did. And then it just, like, wandered away. Dina, you were on the horse last. Oh, there it is. It's, like, ready to go back. Well, let's go check out this, see if there's any supplies, though. Honestly, these supplies would probably be scavenged long ago. But it would be worth checking, just in case. That tire has seen better days. There's a Fedra banner over that way, so maybe Fedra is the name of this military group, or just supposed to be representation of the military. What do we got in here? Fedra, stages of infection. Infected stage 1. Cordyceps has taken over the victim's motor functions, fast and agile. Stage 1 infected usually travel in packs. Do not let them swarm you. Infected stage 2 uses environment to hide and ambush victims. Will frequently flank and attack from behind. Approach with caution and check your surroundings. Infected stage 3. Completely blind. Accurate hearing. Uses echolocation to seek out prey. Keep your distance. Stage 3 infected are known for their ferocious attacks and are extremely lethal. So, as far as I know, infected stage 3 is as far as they go. I haven't seen anything beyond, I mean, that's it right there in the bottom left. What is that? Because that's a clicker. What is this? Infected stage 4. Rare but dangerous evolution of stage 3 infected. Incredibly strong and capable of throwing acidic projectiles. Do not engage unless absolutely necessary. Yeah, that looks terrifying. But, as they say, learn something new every day. This is what those in, I guess, narrative would call foreshadowing. We have patrol routes, rations, and cleared zones. And there are several zones that have not been checked. Oh no! Wow, I'm a little colorblind there. So the check marks I couldn't see, but apparently the check marks mean they're cleared, and there are a lot of uncleared sections. Nothing else worth investigating. Line forms here. I guess that must be a way in. Okay, the FEDRA, Federal Disaster Response Agency. Okay. Interesting. I kind of feel bad just leaving the horse. Like, I know we gotta do what we gotta do, but, Can I get in through the roof hatch? Or is there no way? Oh, no, there is. Going through the window. Guess I could have used the door.
Anything good in there?
Pretty picked over.
I feel like you're gonna want to remember that. The stage 4 infected. What was, okay, that was a little weird. It like, I went to, I know, right? I went to read that thing and it just kind of like froze on me. When you get to the gate, look for a soldier named Kieran. Tell him I sent you, whoever I am. Then give him the kilo and he'll get you inside the wall. Good luck. Okay. Well, we got a dude named Kieran we got to find. And basically we need like a kilo of drugs, is what it sounds like. I mean, I got supplements. I don't know if it's the same. Well, let's do the whole line forms here. I feel like that's a good spot to go. take it there are no infected in this immediate area. Oh, there's a little back area.
Are these cages?
Holding cells.
What it looks like.
Waters had them in Boston, too.
What did I just take? Like, I have no idea what that was that I just picked up. And she just, like, threw in her back pocket. It's not a med pack. It looked like a crumpled up piece of paper. I assumed I was going to get to read it. Exploring the nooks and crannies. You never know. Like that, you never know. Got a bunch of stuff from the back of this truck. I mean, granted, the stuff was junk, so it's kind of just like she's hoarding trash, but at least in this universe, you can use the trash. Mary Poppins pockets. That is very true. I mean, she does have a backpack. Granted, she only ever puts things in her back pocket. But theoretically, I'm assuming it's going into the backpack somehow. Now, in the last game, granted, I don't have a HUD I can actually access, but in the last game, if you carry different kinds of weapons, so if we're using like the D-pad, left on the D-pad accesses my long rifle, and right on the D-pad accesses my pistol. But if you had multiple types of pistols, it was still just one click right on the D-pad, and then you could go up and down and choose which one you wanted. Now, not actually having I guess a HUD that I can see, I don't actually know how to do that, but maybe I do have the revolver, I just am not accessing it. Actually, maybe. Take a pop at the controls. Oh, apparently there's a shake. A shake turns my flashlight on. Instead of R3, I can shake the controller. Which, oh, I did. That's kind of cool. There doesn't seem to be anything here about switching to the weapon cross system, so I have to live with this for now, I guess. That doesn't seem scalable. What we need is some magic rope again. Which I feel, I mean, rope would probably be, taken from scavenged. Rope would probably be scavenged, but if we could have some rope, it would be awfully handy. Okay. We need to figure out how to get over this wall. Ooh, we have a dead body. I can interact
These were
with him.
soldiers from the QZ. See the Fedra uniforms?
You think it was the WLF?
And they left them here. Like a warning.
That's fucked up.
I need this Kieran fellow. And I need like a kilo of drugs apparently, but right, there's some sort of scaffolding thing here. Maybe I can climb that. I need to get back into the holding cell. Oh no, that's legitimately a ladder. Question is, how do we get up on this roof? Because that would be able to get us over. Maybe I could walk along the top of that concrete wall. Or maybe there's an easy way from over here. But does not seem to be. Well, this is our big mission. We gotta get on top of this, over this wall. At least before we're done today. It might not be as nail-biting as the other series when we were fighting the horde of zombies, but let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, that's how we do it. Hope these things hold. Some parkour stuff here. Wow, I was gonna go on the assumption I could walk along this grassy spot, but I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna have to jump this.
Up here.
You got something?
We got a ladder. I don't know if she can reach that or not.
Dina, help me up here.
Okay.
This is gonna be like an Uncharted ladder you can kick and it's just gonna slide down.
I'll keep an eye out.
And there's the horse.
Just see if you can get the gate open from the other side.
Sounds good.
Man, if we're opening the gate, that sounds like it's gonna be very noisy. So full disclosure, this would be pretty vertigo inducing. Especially because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to jump to that thing and use it to get across. Oh yeah. Oh, great. And of course she's gonna do it with her backpack and everything. I'm glad she's comfortable with this because I would not be. Like we can walk that, maybe. Probably wasn't designed for body weight. It's just here to keep cables. And there's no room to really run for this one. But I got it. Can I finagle my way through the barbed wire? No? Oh, I can drop though, I think. Go underneath. Okay. Oh man. So when I talked about the Nathan Drake stuff earlier, I was kind of joking, but we're absolutely about to have to make this jump, and okay, that's just not possible. Like, you realistically, I mean, that's like what, 3 of her laying down? That is quite the jump to make. In jeans, with a jacket, carrying all the equipment she's carrying. So, we're gonna make it, or we're gonna die. Oh.
Ellie? I'm good. Just almost died.
Yep, and that's how that goes. See that face? That is totally the face that I would have. And here we go. Seattle. This would resonate so much stronger if I've ever actually been to Seattle in real life. Yeah, that definitely looked like it hurt. Making that jump. The windows are busted way up at the top. Well, no sentries so far. Almost like a sniper rifle shot rings out and just wings me.
Where are these fuckers?
My thoughts exactly. Going into the dark. ladder. That's quite the drop, too. We got a brick. Sounds useful. Just carry it around with us for a little while. Oh man, really?
Of course that doesn't work.
Couldn't be that easy. That gate's gonna be loud. I mean, I feel like she should be able to climb this. What do we got over here?
Okay.
We need more
Get you
power.
Power.
Looks like we're going in there. I mean, that looks basically like what I need. That power cable thing. Of course, it's locked. Oh, and that's locked too? Well, guess what? That's what I have a brick for. Hope nobody heard that. Oh, there's like a bottle in the back of that truck and everything. Ooh, we got like a what? A blood bag? What do I do with that? Whoa, okay.
Wonder when this was written.
Got some codes. Main gate code, north gate 0, east gate 2, west 1, and west 2. Got a big operation coming up, and Isaac wants us to scavenge any remaining supplies from downtown.
The Saravena base.
Take any
That's something.
gas from the courthouse garage, the dome, and take them to the safe house in Saravena base. All right. Figuring things out. Might be a little slow at it, but we are doing it. And I'm sure those codes are going to come in handy here in a little bit. We are getting down to the wire here. Let's get this generator turned up. Hopefully it has fuel. And of course, this will probably bring a ton of zombies. Hey, it's running. Let's go ahead and unlock this. I wonder what that is. Fuel. Maybe this is a big fuel tank. More rope physics at play. Ooh, dang. Here we go.
Okay.
Well, that's one gate. Maybe we should...
Over here.
Where's over here at? Maybe we should turn the generator off. You know, save the power.
Hey, everything okay? What was that sound?
I got that gate open. Gotta figure out this one now.
Well, We believe in you.
Thanks.
Wonder who we is. The horse? Alcohol? What thing are you thinking about the alcohol? Curfew, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Oh yeah, there was a before I went into the office, this bottle back here on this Jeep. Just that. I assume it's like a beer bottle. Oh no, it just caught my eye. I didn't really expect to see anything in the back of the truck, to be honest. Alright, we got power cables. That looks promising.
Needs juice.
Can we run power from the same generator? Keep this brick, might come in handy. Oh. Maybe it was alcohol, not a blood bag. No, because like the like if you look here at the inventory, I'm pretty sure the two things, the red circles, the one on the left that says 0 is the alcohol, and the thing on the right is the rag. So those are my components I would put together to make the Molotov cocktails, and I still have 0 of them, so I'm assuming I don't have any. But if it was a blood bag, I don't actually know where that would have went, so. Well, we'll look through here, and then there was a little gate around the corner. This is not going to work, not without power. I'm assuming the gate back there, though, will take me to another generator. Huh, really, like, not a lot of stuff in this one. Hang tight. I imagine that power cable does not reach over the way over here, so we're going to go through this one. Which, of course, doesn't open. I'm assuming this is the same room I was just in, yeah. Well, who knows? Let's give it a shot. Maybe that power cable is long. It does not look long enough. Maybe. But you know what I can do? I should be able to throw it. Haha! Now this is actually kind of clever. I like it. I like it a lot. Just long enough, hopefully. Yeah, it looks like just long enough.
Okay.
But it works. Good enough for government work. And of course the code, which was like 15 something. Checkpoint gate codes. Main gate 0512. We need 0, 5, 1, 2.
Yes.
Still good. Ooh. Ooh. Dang.
Hey, come on. Let's get
That could have went bad.
That crash was pretty loud.
Imagine if it would have crushed them both. Dang. She does not need more trauma in her life right now. And that crash was loud. Move on over.
Now what?
I found a note back there. Had some codes on it. Says there's a WLF safe house at some place called Saravina Base.
Saravina. So we find it?
Hopefully we find our first WLF. Get them to talk. Go from there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. That sounds like a good plan. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to have to be where we stop today. Made some progress. Made some progress. We got into Seattle. No zombies for this round, actually. Which, after last round, I'm kind of okay with a little respite. You know, a little chance to catch your breath. But I have a feeling things are ramping up. We did some navigation, some platforming, made it to the gate, some puzzle solving, and things will be getting interesting, I can tell, as we get toward the WLF. I'm curious how Tommy came through here, if he managed to make it this far. Because there wasn't really a sign of how he got into the city. But either way, we will find out tomorrow. So, no deaths today, so nothing added to the jar here. I know we're sitting probably close to around $10 now. I think it was $2.75 the first day, and then $6.75 yesterday. So it is starting to add up. But no, this was a nice little development. We had some plot progression, character progression, a look at a beautiful wooded environment, and some, some slightly unrealistic jumping. But we'll take it for what it is. A couple updates before we jump off here. Back at it again live, picking up right from this spot tomorrow at 11 a.m. Same thing as today, 11 through 12:30. And tonight, if you want to catch up, on what we've been doing before, if you want to see what we did yesterday, you can watch it still on Twitch if you're catching this somewhat close to the actual broadcast date. It will go down. I think they stay up for about 2 weeks. But if you want it all stitched together, because we did have some technical difficulties yesterday, if you do want to see it seamlessly as one complete video, check it out on YouTube at the same channel name, Quarters Without Borders. If you're not yet subscribed, I would encourage you subscribe to the channel here on Twitch, make a subscription to the YouTube channel. They are very bare bones at the moment, so I'm looking forward to getting some art put up there, growing it, and eventually kind of getting something to build like a community. There's a lot of really neat things as I've been diving into Twitch and the back end of it. But they're all tied behind kind of milestones. So we've actually, since we started our first stream last Friday, we've actually hit the first milestone. So the current milestone I'm on right now, we want to eventually get to 50 subscribers on Twitch, which is quite a large number, I guess, to begin with. We're at 3 right now, which is super exciting. And I think we have to get like 5 people in the chat. So that's something we're going to work on. I got some ideas brewing as far as like community involvement things and maybe some little competitions and games we can put together, just to kind of have some fun with it on both ends. As always, though, by all means, I don't know if there's like a rate this stream option, but go ahead and rate it. If you have questions, comments, and specifically suggestions, I would love to hear them as far as, how I'm playing the game, what you'd like to hear more of, if there's anything I'm covering that you're more interested in, or things that I could add in this channel, maybe things you'd like to see in the future, maybe after this game is through. I'd love to hear from you as far as what your ideas are. So, because, I don't know, this is only possible, as long as you folks are interested in watching. So, thanks for tuning in this afternoon, and I will catch you tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. right back here, and we'll dive our way into